I'm Father Chuck Dornquist, the Director of Vocations for the Diocese of St. Petersburg. And today I'm excited to be asking Don Amodeo 20 questions. Don is a seminarian for our diocese. His home parish is St. Mary's in Tampa, and he's in his third theology year. So Don, are you ready to answer 20 questions?
Ready as I'll ever be. Thank you for having me, Father.
Awesome. Question number 1. Where are you from?
I'm originally from Buffalo, New York, but I've lived most of my life in the Tampa Bay area.
Okay. And what do you like to do in your free time?
I'm a bit of a nerd, so I like to read. I like to write books when I'm not reading them, and I also like video games.
There you go. And if you were to suddenly become a woodworker overnight, what's the first thing you'd want to build?
If I was suddenly to have the talents of Father Chuck, wow, what would I make? That's a good question. But knowing me, I would probably do something stupidly practical, like, build myself a filing cabinet or something.
Right.
I'd save money on furniture.
Very good. What song do you have completely memorized?
The Ave Maria.
There you go. And if you could be an animal for a day, what would it be?
Something that could fly, probably like an eagle or a hawk.
There you go. Don, do you believe in Bigfoot?
Only in Grand Theft Auto, but otherwise no.
I don't know what that means. Don, what's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie, it's the Lord of the Rings trilogy, really. I can't pick just one, but the original trilogy, I love those films.
Okay. And do you have a favorite movie quote?
A favorite movie quote? That's a little tougher. I mean, after Jesus, I'd say that Arnold Schwarzenegger is the king of quotable lines. But no, I'm going to leave that blank because there's a bunch of good ones, but I don't want to explain context.
I wanted to hear you say an Arnold line.
I'm not going to do it.
Awesome. What's your favorite place?
My favorite place? I'm imagining a place right now that involves snow but a jacuzzi. And I mean, because my favorite place, it varies depending on what mood I'm in. But right now, I would like to be in Montana, but covered in snow, but with a nice hot jacuzzi.
There you go.
Balancing it out.
Sounds awesome, with a view of the mountains.
Yes.
Very cool. What's your least favorite food?
My least favorite food is probably cauliflower. I've had it where I didn't hate it before, but that was only because these Indian chefs tricked me into thinking that it was chicken.
Wow.
I used to not like broccoli, but I like broccoli now, but still cauliflower, no go.
Even if it's like chicken. All right, so now we're going to transition into some questions that are a bit more deep dives. Don, if you had to give a 40-minute presentation on a particular topic with no preparation, what would that topic be?
It would probably be a topic that I've given a 40-minute presentation on before. I did a talk on the new atheism, for instance, and kind of a Catholic approach to it during a Theology on Tap. And I'm pretty sure I could go into another 40 minutes on that pretty easily.
Nice. Don, what or who has most inspired you?
Oh, besides Jesus or a particular saint from history? If I were to say somebody that's, has yet to die and rise, somebody on earth right now, I'm a big fan of several authors, but Peter Kreeft definitely comes to mind. He's one of my favorite living authors.
Yeah. What's the best way a person can spend their time?
At Mass.
Nice. Is there anything right now that you're looking forward to?
I am looking forward to diaconate ordination. It's coming up in a couple months here. I know it's going to be here before I know it, and I'm excited about that. And I'm also excited about the end of this semester. I've got a lot of papers to write between now and then.
Yes, and diaconate ordination being April 17th, correct?
You got it.
Nice. And what age did you start thinking about your vocation?
When I first seriously thought about it was probably about 20 years ago, which, well, that would make me about 20. And at that time, I gave some serious thought to it, but I also gave some serious thought to other things, and well, the Lord has been very patient.
And before you entered seminary, what did your family or friends think?
My family, honestly, they were not totally surprised by it. Although they thought I had already gone through the phase of thinking about it and that it was done. And so that I was thinking about it seriously again might have caught them by surprise. Overall, though, both my family and my friends were very supportive. I was definitely blessed in that respect.
Okay. And how do they think now?
Lots of words of encouragement. I've got friends that I told them not to wait for me to baptize their children, to get it taken care of now. But I do hear people looking forward to seeing me as a deacon and eventually, hopefully, as a priest.
Beautiful. Beautiful. What's one thing you wish people knew about Catholicism?
That it is not opposed to science. I think if we could hammer that through really clearly, it would do a lot of good.
Yeah. And what's one thing you wish people knew about seminary?
A positive thing, I would say. No, there's a lot of positive things about seminary. One thing I would want guys particularly that are considering seminary at all to know is that there are a lot of regular healthy dudes in seminary. That not everybody's as weird as myself.
I wouldn't even put you in that category. Final question. What's one thing you would say to someone who's thinking about priesthood or thinking about going to seminary?
I would say to be open to what the Lord is calling you to, that the Lord, He's not going to call you to something that you're not going to be happy in, to a place that you're not going to be happy in your life. And honestly, I went into seminary with that idea of, maybe I'll give this a year, Lord, I'm probably not going to like it. And I knew within 3 weeks, not 3 years, within 3 weeks of being there, that was where I was meant to be. Well, there was this peace that came along with it. And so just to trust in the Lord and to be willing to take that step of, I'm not sure if this is necessarily what I want, Lord, but I'm going to do what I feel you want me to do first and foremost, and not simply follow my own desire.
Wonderful. Well, Don, thank you so much for taking the time to answer these 20 questions.
Thank you, Father. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Please remember to pray for our seminarians, to pray for Don and Zach, who on April 17th of 2021 will be ordained to the transitional diaconate, which will give them just one more year until their priestly ordination. So please pray for Don and Zach and for the rest of our seminarians for the diocese, and for all those who are discerning a vocation, that they might courageously respond to what the Lord is asking of them.